Hello YouTubers! Today we are going to be making these easy to make and fun Deadpool chocolate cupcakes, and they're filled with strawberry jam. They're really delicious. If you've watched any of our previous videos or joined us on our Google Plus channel, you've probably figured out I'm kind of a geek. I grew up on Batman and Superman, and I love the X-Men and all the Avengers characters. And when I heard Deadpool was coming out, I really didn't know much about him. It turns out he's got terminal cancer and becomes part of an experiment, and now he has the ability to heal no matter what his wound is, pretty much. He's trained in martial arts and all kinds of different weapons, and he's a real smart aleck. So I think Ryan Reynolds, who's going to be playing him, will be great in that role. I'm looking forward to seeing it. Let's go ahead and whip up our cupcakes. What you're going to need to make our Deadpool cupcakes is chocolate cupcakes. I used this Pillsbury dark chocolate, and I also added some black food coloring to get it a really dark color, since we're all about red and black today. You're going to need some red food coloring, some black food coloring, white jelly beans, some strawberry jam or preserves, some buttercream frosting, and Oreo cookies. Let's go ahead and get it started. One of the first steps you want to do is we're going to take our Oreo cookies and break them in half, and we'll set aside the filling. We'll certainly be eating that later. And now what we want to do is cut our cookie in half. Honestly, this is the most time-consuming and sometimes frustrating part of this project. Is sometimes your cookie is broken in the box. Sometimes when you just try to pull them apart, they break. And sometimes while you're trying to cut them in half, they're going to break. My best advice is use a very sharp serrated knife. Put your cookie down on the flat side on your cutting surface. Then when you're cutting in half, hold your cookie steady and use short strokes to cut your cookie in half. Some will break, so you want to make sure that you have plenty of Oreo cookies. One cookie is going to make 2 cupcakes. Now we're ready to fill our cupcakes with our strawberry jam or preserves. And to do that, I've got a small knife. It's just a paring knife. And what we're going to do is cut a chunk out of the middle here. I'm just going to go down to about the middle of the cupcake. You don't want to go all the way to the bottom, and cut out a hole. And now we're going to pop this piece out, and we're going to put it aside because we're going to use it. And now we're going to fill it with our jam. I've put some of the jam here in this little bag with a fairly good sized round decorator tip, but you could just spoon it in with a small spoon. And now we're going to fill our cupcake all the way up to about the top. And then we're going to take the piece that we popped out, take a little bit off the end so we have kind of a plug. And then we're going to push our plug back into the cupcake. I'll do that with all the cupcakes, and then we'll be ready to add some frosting. I've added color to my buttercream. I took out 2 tablespoons and I colored it this dark black. I used an Americolor Super Black number 101, and then I dyed the rest of it this red using Americolor Super Red number 120. Now we're ready to decorate our cupcakes. Once you've got all your cupcakes frosted and you're happy with the way they look, it's time to decorate. And you're going to need your black buttercream, your frosted cupcake, 2 halves of the Oreo cookie, and your jelly beans. We're going to take our Oreo halves and we're going to place them flat side up, evenly spaced. You want the line down the middle and even around the edges. Now we're going to add our eyes, and to do that I'm going to take my jelly beans and I'm going to take just a little bit of our black buttercream and put it where I want the eyes to go. And again, you want to make sure your eyes are even. You don't want him to look cross-eyed. Here are our completed Deadpool cupcakes. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you get a chance to see Deadpool, please leave us a comment. Let us know what you thought. Also, let us know if there's any other superheroes or any other desserts that you'd like for us to try. Please join our channel. We'll see you back soon.